talk about it. Okay, our post office. We're going to tell the story of how it got saved and where it was.
Yeah?
Can you tell me about the picture
Well,
behind you here?
sort of,
Okay, do it,
yeah.
please.
The original photo was contributed by Mo Kelly, and a painting was done because we didn't have color pictures at that time,
Okay.
so we had to gussy it up a bit.
Good.
Yeah, and that was the end of the streetcar line,
Yes.
and also 1908, that was the first streetcar to come to Charleswood. This is the style to get into the school because the school was fenced and the cattle just roamed. Berkeley at the bottom, Charleswood Road at the very top of the hill there, and Kelly's store was a post office, sold real estate, of course, that was his big thing, and to develop Charleswood.
Now we got the post office out just days before it was burnt.
Yes.
Someone was renovating it, I think.
Yeah, well, what they were trying to do was change it into a housing thing because the store was no longer relevant for the community. And then he was talking to the guy, and he said, well, is there something in here that you'd like before I wreck the thing? And then he said, that the post office is kind of neat. And he said, well, it's yours. So then he put it on the trailer and lugged it home. And it was stored at our place for umpteen years in pieces. And then when Bill Clement gave us this room, we thought, oh, that's a great place for it. And it is a great place for it. And because it has some of the names at the back were original people. You could look and see whether you had mail, but you had to have the postmistress take it out and hand it to you. So that was.
These were from the 1940s, I think. These letters.
Yes, yeah. There's a few letters here from 1940s. One from Mr. James, who was a school board member, and this was from Varsity View Post Office, which was another post office.
Oh, at the other end.
Yeah, at the other end. And this is a 1930 letter. So, and you'll notice, what the heck, the stamp, is that 2 cents? Just having a look here.
Aren't stamps over $1? No.
A 2 cent stamp.
Okay.
Yeah, December 22nd, 1930, to Mr. James. What's it say? This was a letter to Mr. James from Winnipeg Beach from a gentleman, whoever
neat.
that was. But I think the main feature is that, it's the original post office.
What's this scale business here?
Oh, that's just for weighing letters.
Okay.
You had to see whether it was 2 cents or 3 cents, I guess.
And Craig's Service, it says?
Yeah, well,
This picture?
that's a composite type thing because we had pictures of the garage, we had pictures of the barn at the back, and we had different pictures of the front, so we kind of stuck it together.
Oh, I see.
And to make it the way it really was.
There's a gas pump there with the gravity feed.
Yes, that's right.
You filled it up and then it ran out.
Yeah.
And what's this Salada Tea picture?
Yeah, well, that's,
Who's in that one?
That's 1939. That's girls from the grade 11 class, graduating class.
Yes.
And they used to go out there at lunchtime and
Do you know who they were?
have a Coke or something. What's that?
Do you know who they were?
Yes, I do.
Okay, well, who were they?
Ethel Paulson on the left.
Yeah.
Margaret Tooth in the center, and Adrina Kooning is the other girl.
And who are the boys? Or you don't care about
the
them?
front is a Faulkner, and the back is a Faulkner.
Okay.
And the other is DeGraves.
Okay. Now, can you tell me about the tin roof tile here?
Oh yeah, that was the ceiling tiles. That was those days. The upscale places had ceiling tiles made. I guess it saved any other kind of decoration. They were decorative, and they were. They acted like tiles do now, but we salvaged one anyway.
After the fire.
Yeah, and this was for you put your mail in here that had to go out.
Oh,
Yeah.
and then they sent it
And
out.
there's a bag at the back, and you put it in there, and then they would pick it up. I don't think there's any.
How many post offices were there in Charleswood? Just
Yeah,
two?
well, there's
One for the west end and one for the other end?
the one on where the Legion is now, in Charleswood, where the tank is.
Yeah.
That's the one. Varsity View was on the corner of Elmhurst, and there was another one at Pacific Junction. Just that was it.
Good, so
Pacific-
3. Pacific Junction had one as well.
Yeah. But the two big ones, the two main ones were Charleswood and Varsity View.
You want to say anything about these stamps?
These stamps, somebody, when I was just a little kid, somebody gave me a stamp book that he had saved when he was a little kid.
Are they valuable? Are they worth money?
Oh, yeah. Oh, they worth money. That's what everything is
Yeah.
worth. It's
Yeah, I
no
just-
use unless it's worth money.
I'm just going to
But
peek
the-
around the back here.
These are quite early American stamps.
Okay.
And again, they were mostly 2 cents, 3 cents, and 1 cent stamps.
We better get a value on that.
Wow.
I'm just going to peek around the corner here to finish off. And look at the back, pretend I'm the beautiful postmistress. There we go. Okay, I got Palmer. Did you know them?
Oh yeah, well you know Palmer's.
Where did they live? Sangster,
Palmer's
Lanou,
were on Rannican in Roblin Park.
Peddler?
Who?
Peddler.
I don't know. They were.
Page?
It's a letter to me.
Okay, so that's what they did. They just sorted them in here and you could see if you
Yeah.
had mail.
This is a letter from Holland.
Oh.
I tore the stamp off it, I guess, at some time,
Good.
which wasn't a very good idea.
Okay, well that's pretty neat. Oh, and then down at the far end,
What's that?
there's just our picture. There with the Kelly store. Very good.